6 reasons why Manchester United won't win the Premier League title in the next decade. Reason number 1, ownership. The Glazers and Manchester United are about £500 million in debt. This sets up the owners to not really be in a position to invest and improve the club to the point of being able to compete for titles, which leads to reason number 2, structure. Ed Woodward basically runs the club. It seems to be that Manchester United spend more money on transfers when they are not in the Champions League than when they are in it, so the squad is never quite good enough to compete for the top trophies, which leads to reason number 3, transfers. The very last signing Manchester United made was Donny van de Beek, even though there are already 3 players at the club who could play his position. Instead of the club buying players in key areas they actually need, they buy players they absolutely don't need. Which leads me to point number 4, players. Most of the players at the club aren't as good as some people think. Taking Paul Pogba for example, since he's been back in the Premier League, he's made 112 appearances, scoring 25 goals and getting 27 assists, which seems quite good until you realise 7 of those goals were penalties. He scored just 18 goals from open play in 4 seasons. He's averaging just 4 goals a season, and on top of that, he's missed 40 Premier League games, which brings me to my next point. Reason number 5, medical staff. This doesn't just involve Paul Pogba, but we're using him as another example. Whenever a player has an injury, they always seem to take ages to get fit again. Paul Pogba missed over half of last season because he was misdiagnosed, further injuring himself and prolonging his recovery time. Also, Marcus Rashford was playing with a back injury throughout most of last season, which ultimately cost him. Which leads to the last point, reason number 6, coaching staff. Ole Gunnar Solskjaer has been at the club for over 18 months, and yet he still has no clear playing style. On top of that, he probably has the worst background staff in the Premier League. For example, why is Michael Carrick a coach at the club? And that's about it.